seguir a, okay? Seguir a means to follow. So that's one of the main basic meanings of the verb seguir. Sometimes you might have to say a, sometimes you don't, and I'll explain why. Don't you worry about that. Okay, let's look at the first example. Sígueme para que no te pierdas. Sígueme para que no te pierdas. Sígueme. So we have the verb right here. Seguir. Okay? And we just added the pronoun me. Sígueme. Sígueme. It's a command, pretty much. And then the rest we have para que no te pierdas. Okay, so what's the meaning of this? The meaning of this sentence is follow me so you don't get lost. Okay, so this is a common thing that, if you're in a busy area and there's a lot of people, you might have to say this to someone who you're with. You want that person to follow you, okay? So we're talking about something literal here. We're talking about follow me, literally follow me. You can also use this for social media, or, in a situation where you're saying, follow me on Facebook, sígueme en Facebook, okay? Facebook in Spanish is the same, Facebook, okay? So you can use seguir in that situation as well. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube. So sígueme en Facebook, sígueme en Instagram, sígueme en YouTube, okay? So very interesting. So let's break this down and let's see how this sentence works. Sígueme, as I said before, means follow me, okay? Me, okay? Sigue, follow, okay? Para means quite a few things, and in this situation it means so, okay? It usually para means for, okay, in order to, or to, okay? But in some situations it means so, especially when you're explaining why you want, for example, in this case, this person to follow you, okay? So, para, so, que, we don't have que, the translation, the direct translation of que is that or what, but we don't have it in English, right? So you need it. Para que is used, these two words are used when you want to explain something. So it's similar to saying so, ... okay? So remember, you might have to use para and que if you want to say so in Spanish. Para que, so, okay? No, don't. No, remember in Spanish we don't have something, because in English you have no and don't, right? In Spanish we just use no, okay? No. Te, tú, te, okay? So this is similar to saying you. We don't need tú, but we need te, okay? Pierdas, get lost, okay? Sígueme para que no te pierdas. Follow me so you don't get lost. Perder, this word right here comes from the verb perder, which means to lose or to get lost, okay? Remember, te is, it's another pronoun, and it means you. Some people, well, in Spanish you can say tú te, okay? Tú te, but we don't need tú. We can just say te pierdas in this situation, okay? So that is interesting how seguir works in a sentence. Sígueme, okay? If you wanna say, I'll follow you, then you would say something like te sigo, okay? So it's similar to, when you say te amo, right? I love you. So it's similar to that. You need to use te sigo, okay? Te sigo means I'll follow you. Or similar to saying I'm following you. That's the thing in Spanish. Sometimes, in English you have future tense, and sometimes in Spanish, when you want to say I'll follow you, technically you will say te seguiré. That's the future tense, te seguiré. But in many situations, when you're doing something right away, you would use a present tense. You will use the present tense, te sigo. Okay, so it's like saying I'm following you, I'll follow you. So right now, that's what I'm gonna do. It's an immediate future, something like that. So yeah, it's a bit confusing in Spanish, but just remember that. Okay, just remember that. Okay, excellent. Hang on, let me just do this. It's faster. Excellent. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Now the next example, let's look at the next example. The next example is smaller than that. Excellent. Los alumnos siguen a la maestra. Los alumnos siguen a la maestra. This means the students follow the teacher. Okay, so very simple sentence, nothing too complicated. The verb seguir is right here, siguen, okay? And it's conjugated for the personal pronoun ellos siguen. Ellos means they, so that's because we're talking about los alumnos. Okay, los alumnos means the students. Los alumnos siguen, follow. A, we're using a. Do you remember sometimes you need to use a, sometimes you don't. Usually, here's a trick. If you are adding a pronoun to the verb seguir, just like here, you don't need a. Okay, but if you are adding a noun after the verb seguir, then you need a. Okay, seguir a, and then you add a noun. In this situation, the noun is maestra. Okay, maestra, teacher. Profesora, maestra, both words mean the same. I know some people sometimes ask, oh, isn't it this the word? Isn't it this for example, if I say maestra or if I say carro, that's a great example. If I say carro and I say that means car, and then some people say, but isn't car coche or automóvil? Remember in Spanish, there's a lot of words and they can mean the same thing. So that's the same thing with this one. Maestra means teacher. Profesora means also teacher, female teacher. The masculine form, maestro or profesor. Okay? So just remember that. And of course, we need the definite article la, because we're talking about la maestra, female teacher, feminine article. We need that definite definite article. La maestra. Feminine article as well. The teacher. La maestra. Okay, so now you know that seguir means to follow. That's one of the many meanings of seguir. Seguir, to follow, literally, or if you're talking about social media, then follow me on Instagram, yada, yada, yada. And also remember that sometimes you have to use the word a or the letter a when adding a noun after seguir. Excellent. Excellent. Do you have any questions? I see Chris said to follow. Yes, you guessed correctly. Seguir means to follow, but also it means something else. It's used in many different situations. Seguir is a very versatile verb, and it also is it can be regular. It is an irregular verb, so it means it has its own conjugation. There's quite a few irregularities, so this is one of the verbs that you have to kind of memorize the conjugation, because it doesn't follow the grammatical rules. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay.